What's up, YouTube watchers? In this video, I'm going to show you a method of how to wrap your hands, especially if you have some kind of a cut on your knuckle or something like that that's, going to prevent you from hitting the bag right, if you're hitting the bag and it hurts. I recommend if you have real issues with your hand, like bone problems, where it's inside and you just have that kind of pain, to just lay off, punch with the other hand because you want it to heal to 100%, not 90%, because you're just going to wind up having more permanent injuries and end up like Mayweather, breaking his hand every fight. But this is more for if you just got a cut on your knuckle or a scrape or something like that, and you got to train, you want to hit the bag, but it just hurts, it stings every time you hit the bag. This method really does work and basically cancel out that problem 100%. These are galls that I kind of just, got a bunch of them together and taped them up. I'm sure someone's more creative and will figure out a better way to make this, but it's basically this shape. And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your hands just like in the video that I made for wrapping your hands, but you're going to sneak this in there. So I'll show you up close what to do. So same thing, over the wrist, over the thumb, over the wrist, create your base. Then before you go through your fingers, I put the tape side on the pinky side because you want to be punching with these two knuckles landing on the bag, so usually the tape part doesn't really bother you because you're not really landing. You want to try and steady it in the middle, and then when you do the go through the fingers part, that's what you do. You just do that with that on there. So these galls, are going to be protecting your knuckles. Now some people just wrap their hands with galls every day, but that's if you're pro and you're going to be spending money on galls and stuff. But this is just the same piece of rectangle galls that I've had for years, and whenever I have a cut knuckle or something, I just do this. So you go through the fingers and it kind of locks it in there. You don't want to be too tight, give it a little bit of looseness and tighten it later. Then once you start going over the hands, you just continue to go over those galls and make it tight, not too tight, but not too tight in the beginning, but tight in the end. And it just traps them right there on your knuckles. So your knuckles really have a lot of cushion, extra cushion, when you put it in the boxing gloves. And it really does wonders. I've had some pretty bad scrapes on my knuckles, from maybe punching without hand wraps at all, forgetting or something like that, or punching a bag bare knuckle. And then, you're like, oh crap, I wish I didn't do that. Can't really punch the bag. But then I just came up with this idea and it works. This cushiony, gauze really makes you barely feel that cut. It's 90% reduction of damage. So then, finish wrapping your hands. Bada bing. Back to punching the bag with extra protection on your knuckles. I don't recommend doing this all the time because just with minimal wraps, it does help make your knuckles a lot tougher. And if you do it right, I think it does prevent injury later. But temporarily, if you got a cut or something, this is the method that I use.